We're downtown Providence. Today we're going to go look at two properties, only the outside though. They're both 2-unit properties. One is in Mount Pleasant and then the other one is in Elmhurst neighborhood. Since the last time I've made a video talking about 2-unit properties versus now, I think it's been like 6 months, and these properties are literally just exploding in value. The number one reason is because that's the only option for an FHA loan, for an FHA buyer to be able to purchase a property like that now, just because of where the prices are. So to meet the FHA income restrictions and to be able to use the rents, these are the only properties that qualify. Most of the 3-unit properties don't qualify anymore. So these properties have exploded in price. A 2-unit property now in most of these neighborhoods is between $580 and $680, which is wild. So let's go check them out. I don't know where I'm parked. I think I'm on this street because I parked and then just literally walked straight down. Come on. Oh, there it is. We're at Mount Pleasant. We're like entering Mount Pleasant right now. Mix of single family homes and multifamilies. Pretty much every neighborhood in Providence is the same. It's very attractive because it's a very stable neighborhood. Multi-unit properties are very attractive here, but also single families. Like you have streets that are single family homes only, and then you have streets that are multi-unit properties, and then you kind of have the mixes. But you have a lot of people who live here, who've been here for a long time, like they own and they like the neighborhood. And the neighborhood is definitely getting better and better. And when I say better and better, it's getting more and more expensive. So this is an example of a property. So this is a 2-unit property. You can see, and it's got a little 3rd floor there. It's finished as well. And then it's got this extra lot. So this is an extra lot for this property. This lot is buildable. So technically you could buy something like this, right? You could buy something like this, and then you could subdivide this lot and build another property here, another 2-unit property, right? Which is amazing. And that's what's making prices go up, and that's what's making these things so attractive. So if you look, this is like the example, right? So you can see that you can basically build. Now you can't build a huge property in here, but you could build something similar to this size. Like this 2-unit is pretty small, but you could build another similar size, and you can also put a garage in the back, which makes it great. And still they get rents here, like the rents are, one unit is $2,000 and the other one is $1,100. So still $3,100 for this, which is not that bad. All right, so this was Mount Pleasant. That was an example of a property that currently we're working on. You could buy a property like that and it has a buildable lot. You can either build a house on it, or you can sell the lot and then you could be into the property for much less money than what you usually would be. And you could still collect the rents and treat it as an investment property just the way it was. So that was Mount Pleasant. Now we're going to go to a different one. This is Elmhurst. Elmhurst is a completely different neighborhood. It is powered by mostly student rents, so the rents are a little bit higher, and the properties are much, much higher on the price, right? So if this property is in the high 4s or low 5s for a 2-unit, this other property is going to be mid 7s. It's a $200,000 difference. Now this property is much bigger and much better shape, but still it's a $200,000 difference. But again, rents are much higher in this area. They're 5 minutes apart from each other. Both of these are great neighborhoods, but these are just examples on the rentals. Now here, they're collecting $2,000 a month on one floor and then $1,100 on the other. The first floor I think is getting $1,100, and then the second floor is getting $2,000 because it's bigger, because they also have the 3rd floor that they're utilizing. This one, they're basically, this is 2 units. They're gonna get $2,300 easy per floor, right? And it has also a 3rd extra like apartment on the 3rd floor, which is not finished. It's part of the 2nd floor, but probably the 2nd floor is going to go somewhere between $2,500 to $2,800, and then you have the 1st floor. So higher rents, mostly students, but not always. You can also find young professionals, people who are living in Providence, that can rent that, and you'll see the difference. All right, so this is another example. So this is in Elmhurst. This is 2 units, right? But you can see it's a very large 2-unit property. Easily, again, like I said earlier, rents $2,300 to $2,500 on each floor. Now this doesn't have an extra lot or anything like that, so you buy it for this, but it's just guaranteed income, especially if you decide to live in one floor and then rent the other. You're almost breaking even with your mortgage. Not really, but almost. but it's just a really good investment because the area is just so hot and just so attractive. So it's always going to be like that. A little bit more, but like, I don't think anything crazy is going to happen, in my opinion. At least not with the real estate market. I think the real estate market is going to stay the same, and it's just going to continue strong. Like, prices are just going to continue to go up. I think maybe in 10 years, maybe 5 to 8 years, we could see like a stabilization of the prices, because they can only go so high, one, and then two, if prices continue to go up this way, So prices are going to continue to go up, but at some point it's going to be high enough. It's like, all right, like people cannot afford it anymore. But they're going to start easing up regulation on new construction. So more homes are going to be built, more people are going to put permits to build more homes, and it's going to happen all over the country. And then once that continues to happen, at some point we're going to have like a more stabilized inventory, and then prices are going to stabilize. That's what I think. Mm-hmm. Because other than that, I just don't see how anything changes the way things are right now. So interest rates are really, they can drop, but it doesn't contribute to, more people are going to qualify to buy a home, but it just means that if we don't fix the inventory problem, more people are going to qualify to buy a home, but homes are just going to continue to go up and be more and more expensive. So it's really simple, right? If 3 people are approved to buy one home right now, and if rates drop by 1 point, then probably 6 people are going to get approved to buy the same home. But the lowering of interest rates is not necessarily going to fix the inventory problem. Maybe now, if 6 people are in the market to buy a home, maybe an extra home is going to come on the market because somebody can say, okay, I can list my home now because I could buy a bigger or a better home or a smaller home, whatever it is. I can kind of give up my low interest rate that I have right now, but still it's not enough to meet the demand. So that's the challenge. Mm-hmm. And it's not an easy fix. Like, you don't just fix that.
Right. Because it's going to take years.
It takes years because houses have to be built and renovated. Not renovated, but it's just new houses have to be built. So as long as we're in that position, it's just hard to do anything. So those were 2 interesting properties I wanted to show you guys. Instead of just kind of sitting in front of the computer and talking about them, I figured I'll just go around and shoot a little bit more of in-person content so you can see what we're talking about, what we deal with, different opportunities that are in Providence. Subscribe to my channel if you have any questions. My number is right below. Talk to you soon. All right, so here we have it.